to cause this state to work even more than before. This is a state that you have blessed, even through your servant. Thank you because you've begun this exercise with us and you will lead us to a successful end. Blessed be your name. Receive thanks and glory because we have prayed in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. The Reverend Dr. Ndwese Quere, Chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, our number one citizen, the pride, a gentleman who has been a reference point for very many months as to how governance and leadership should be in a state like ours. Excellency, the mother of the state, the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, Deaconess Martha Udom Emmanuel, welcome you. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo MFR, recognize and welcome also very especially Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State of Assembly, the Right Honorable Enyakan Basi, Excellency, former military governor of Akwa Ibom State, Director General of the Divine Mandate Campaign Organization, Excellency Air Commodore Twekong, Elder Udom Emmanuel, recognize and welcome the Chairman of the PDP Akwa Ibom State, Sabong Paul Ekpo, National Legal Advisor of the party, Barrister Emmanuel Udom, who is here with us also. Welcome also very through how we recognize all the senators and National Assembly members who are here. We recognize also very especially the Deputy Speaker and all the members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly that are here. We welcome you very especially. Secretary to the Akwa Ibom State Government, Dr. Emmanuel Udom, Head of the Civil Service, Elder Ife. Welcome representation from corporate bodies and the academia, members of the family of the gentlemen and ladies about to be sworn in, guests, friends of Akwa Ibom State, gentlemen of the press, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today, the 11th day of the 7th month of the year 2019, is a day that a good number of people of Akwa Ibom always love to remember and appreciate and recognize as a man who at the time God chose to be our governor. But then it also decided on this day that it to be the day that he will inaugurate the team that will join him for the completion agenda, the remaining 4 years of the Christ-centric and forward-looking leadership that he has fostered on this state since 2015. We're here for the swearing in of permanent secretaries, and with his permission, we will proceed, sir, straight to the swearing in of Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Please, you will sit when I call you. You rise before you come, please. I'll call you one after the other, please. And the Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, among several other professional organizations, and she has held several responsibilities. Married happily to Honorable Justice Nsemeko Daniel. The marriage is blessed with 4 children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to be sworn in as permanent, Morris Anefiok Udoyan. Please rise. A native of Idemekpad in the Tinan local government area, where she was born in 1964, attended St. Martin's Primary School in Kododobia, proceeded to the Cornelia College CCC, where she obtained her WASC in 1980. Studied at the University of Calabar, graduated in 1986 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English and Literary Studies. She's worked in several private organizations and the Civil Servant Award. Married to Mr. Morris Anefiok Udoyan, the marriage is blessed with children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to be sworn in as permanent secretary, please welcome Mrs. Beatrice Morris Anefiok Udoyan. Ekaite Inyobong Ekanem, Mrs. Please rise. A native of Ibesikwa Sultan local government area of Akwa Ibom State. She is married and is a mother and also a grandmother recently. Studied at the government primary school Calabar, obtained her first school living certificate in 1973. At the Cornelia College, where she obtained her WASC in 1980. As a matter of fact, I think they are classmates of the person I introduced before her. And also obtained a Bachelor of Arts degree in English and a postgraduate diploma in English from the University of Calabar and the University of Uyo, respectively. She has worked in several places, including the Ministry of Education, Kano State, where she served as a teacher, Ufuro Community Bank, State Universal Basic Education Board, Office of the Deputy Governor, Office of the Governor, Office of the Head of the Civil Service. She has attended several courses within and outside the country, and has also done quite a lot of professional development. She's a member of very many professional organizations and is currently the president of the Admin Officers Forum. She's also won the Outstanding Civil Service Performance Merit Award and a Certificate of Merit in recognition of excellent contribution to the State Civil Service. She's a member of the Nigerian Institute of Training and Development, NITAD, and is a fully licensed member of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management. Your Excellencies, this lady whose hobbies include reading and writing is about to be sworn in as Permanent Secretary. Please welcome Mrs. Ekaite Inyobong Ekanem. And last but not the least, Dr. Patrick Aniete Eshet. Please rise. Born some 56 years ago in Lagos, he had his primary and secondary education in both Lagos and Kaduna State respectively and obtained a Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery from the University of Jos in 1987. He also has bagged several certificates in public health and related disciplines. He joined the civil service of Akwa Ibom State in 1989 and rose steadily through the ranks to Chief Medical Officer grade level 17 in January 2008. He's worked in several hospitals where he has headed some of them, including the Cottage Hospital Ikode Panodo in Surubium local government area of Akwa Ibom State, General Hospital Ikodo Koro in Oroganam local government area, Emmanuel Hospital Eket, and the General Hospital Oruku. Until his recent appointment, he was the coordinator of the Akwa Ibom State HIV/AIDS control program in the State Ministry of Health. This native of Ikontok in Parenin local government area of Akwa Ibom State is married and he has 4 children. He has received several awards and has served as a board member of the Federal School of Dental Technology in Enugu between 2005 and 2007. He is a Knight of St. Mulumba of the Catholic Church. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Patrick Eshet. At this point, most respectfully, will invite His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, to kindly please proceed with the administration of the oath of allegiance and the oath of office, swearing in this 1 gentleman and 3 ladies into office as Permanent Secretaries. Your Excellency, please.
I overheard people saying, "Where are the men?" I hope you know anywhere you go to, we have more women than the men. In the markets, everywhere. But it's strictly on merit, not on gender. Your Excellencies, stakeholders, we have 4 of our citizens here to be sworn in as Permanent Secretaries. As I said, strictly on merit. Barrister Mrs. Janet Nsemeke Daniel, Dr. Patrick Aniete Eshet, Mrs. Beatrice Morris Anofio Udoyan, Mrs. Ekaite Inyobong Ekanem. Oath of allegiance. I,
Dr. Patrick Aniete Eshet,
do solemnly swear that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will preserve,
protect,
and defend
the
Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Oath of office. When I say I, you put in your name. When I say us, you put Permanent Secretary. I,
Dr. Patrick Aniete Eshet,
do solemnly swear
that
that I will be faithful
and
and bear true allegiance
true
to
allegiance
the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
that as
Permanent Secretary
in the Akwa Ibom State Government,
in the Akwa Ibom State Government,
I'll discharge my duties
I will discharge my duties
to the best of my ability, faithfully
faithfully,
and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria
and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria
and the law,
and
and always in the interest of
the
the sovereignty,
integrity,
solidarity,
well-being,
and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people brought under my consideration,
which shall be brought under my consideration,
or shall become known to me as,
Thank you very much. The oaths administered and taken. Us as career civil servants, they would know that the color of the pen they are going to use in signing would change at this point. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency coming forward to congratulate them, Barrister Janet Nsemeke Daniel, Permanent Secretary. Please put your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. Gets her appointment letter immediately. And I think, as a matter of fact, His Excellency will direct her to proceed to the office and begin work immediately. Thank you very much. We'll invite Mrs. Beatrice M.A. Udoya. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you very much. Mrs. Ekaite Inyobong Ekanem. Please put your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Patrick Anete Essien. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause as they return to their seats. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, gentlemen of the press, can we shift back so that we can see? Please. Please adjust all the way back, please. Please, I need you to go back this way so that we can see those to be sworn in. Please. Thank you. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, commissioners designate. First, Mr. Akan Okun, please rise. A native of Mbiatok, Itamini, to local government area of Akwa Ibom State, this gentleman obtained his Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration from the University of Lagos. Also holds an MBA from the University of Calabar, an MBA in Banking and Finance. In the course of his work, he has worked in several financial institutions, including First Inland Bank, First Atlantic Bank, Standard Trust Bank, the Central Bank of Nigeria. He's a member of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria and the Chartered Institute of Bankers. Thank you very much. Please, can we move a little bit away from the control, please? Thank you. Mr. Kanokun has served this state as commissioner in several ministries. He's been commissioner for economic development, he's been commissioner for finance, and until May 29, 2015, was the honorable commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Special Duties and Aviation Development. This Paul Harris Fellow of the Rotary Club International has attended several courses within and outside the country, and is married with children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Akan Okun. Please put your hands together for him. Architect Ime Okun Ekpo, please rise. Hails from Ikodokurubium in Surubium local government area of Akwa Ibom State, attended Hope Water Trading Institute, passed out with WASCA in 1974, attended College of Technology Calabar, and an OND in architecture in 1976. Studied at the University of Ife, now OAU, where he obtained BSc and MSc degrees in architecture in 1983 and 1985 respectively. He's a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Architects and fully registered with the Architects Registration Council of Nigeria in February 1991. He's worked in the Akwa Ibom State Civil Service in ministries and departments, and he has headed and been involved in the design of several projects, including the government house, government guest houses, House of Assembly complex, the police secondary school Ukana, the mobile base, and the Nests of Champions. He retired from the civil service in 2011. It was a private practice until he was appointed by His Excellency as a honorable commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Lands and Town Planning in December. He's a Christian, married, and has 6 children. Architect Ime Okun Ekpo. Please put your hands together for him. Professor Nse Udoy Sien, an indigenous of Nyaranyin Utongno, in the Kodepone local government area of Akwa Ibom State, an old boy of the Hope Water Training Institute, obtained a Bachelor of Science degree in Geology from the University of Calabar, and an MSc and also a PhD in Sedimentology from the University of Ibadan. He's worked in the private and public sectors and has taught in the university for over 28 years. Became a professor of geology at the University of Calabar in 2016. He has supervised over 263 undergraduate, master's, and doctorate degree and thesis in his career, and published over 70 articles, technical papers, and monographs. He's a member of the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorers an explorationist among several other bodies, and he is the immediate past commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Science and Technology. Married to Mrs. Ndifreke Essien, the marriage is blessed with 4 children. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Wemedimo Thomas Ngoko Esquire, please rise. Born on the 27th day of October 1964 in Ikad, local government area, is the second child in the family of 7 children. Had his secondary education at the St. Augustine Secondary School, Rayang, graduated in 1982. Studied at the University of Calabar, obtained his LLB in 1991. And he also was at the Nigerian Law School and called to the bar in December 1992. He also holds an LLM from the University of the Lagos State University. He founded his firm Moko and Company in 1993 and relocated his law practice to Akwa Ibom in 2001. He's a constitutional lawyer, human rights activist, and social critic. He has prosecuted successfully several cases at the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, High Court, and many tribunals. He is a committed member of the NBA, member of the Charter Institute of Arbitrators. He has served this state as Chairman Governing Council of the Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic before, and he has also served as Attorney General of Akwa Ibom State. And at the moment, he is the longest serving Attorney General in the history of Akwa Ibom State. This gentleman is married, and his marriage is blessed with 4 children. Wemedimo Thomas Ngoko Esquire, please put your hands together for him as he comes forward. Monday Ebong Uko, please rise. An indigene of Ikpe Mbagayob in Oborokara local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He studied at the primary school of Borotan, Feeder Secondary School, Rafiong Odo, and also the University of Uyo. He's been working and also serving his people in very many capacities, including being councillor, chapter chairman of the GDM, vice chairman of his local government area, head of council of his local government area, chairman of Algon Akwa Ibom State, and in the year 2016 was awarded with the best performing local government chairman in Akwa Ibom State in the year 2006. He's been chairman of the Montesuit Group, and is a Knight of John Wesley of the Methodist Church. In October 2013, he was appointed Honorable Commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Youth and Sports by the immediate past administration, reappointed into the same office in 2015, and until May 29, he was in that same office. He is married with children. Sir Monday Ebong Uko, please put your hands together for him. Nsikan Linus Nkan, please rise. Born on the 24th day of October 1968, obtained his Bachelor of Science degree in accounting from the then University of Cross River State. He also holds an MBA in Business Administration from the Ado-Ekiti State University of Ado-Ekiti. He's an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, and also that of CITN. He's a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, obtained in 2012. He worked in FBN Merchant Bankers, joined Zenith Bank in 1997 and worked there until 2015. He has served as Accountant General of Akwa Ibom State from 2015 and 2016, and he also has been Commissioner of Finance from 2016 to 2019. He has studied at the prestigious London Business School and the Harvard Business School. Married to Doris, the marriage is blessed with 4 children. Nsikan Linus Nkan, please put your hands together for him. Right Honorable Upolopum Ikpong Ete, please rise. Started his education at the Central School Penekang in Ibono, local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He also schooled at the Secondary Grammar School, Ibono, the School of Management and Technology, Aba Federal Polytechnic in Anambra State, and the Galilee Institute of Management in Israel. He has worked in the course of his career at Genesis Motors in Nugu. He has also worked in Jenna Industries, Port Harcourt, and was chairman of the board of directors of Olget Projects Limited in Uyo. He has served his community and his people in very many capacities, including most recently as honorary senior special advisor to the governor on special duties. Before then, he has served his people as member of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly for 3 consecutive terms, where he was chief whip and leader of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly at different times. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman is a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Industrial Administration and is a member of several socio-political, cultural, and professional bodies. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Right Honorable Upolopum Ikpong Ete. Mr. Ephraim Akparawa Inyangayan, please rise. Born on the 25th of November 1965 in Ikorebere, Onan local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Attended the Tinan Institute, the School of Basic Studies at Kampa, and also at the prestigious University of Ibadan, where he obtained a BSc in Chemistry in 1988. He also has an MBA from the University of Lagos and is a PhD candidate at the Walden University. He began his professional career as a teacher, and he also has worked the Nigerian Railway Corporation, and he also has worked in several other organizations while he was serving his country in very many different capacities. He's a member of over 50 professional bodies, including being fellow of the Chartered Institute of Administration. The Chairman Board of Trustees of Transformation Initiative for the Empowerment of Ibom People, happily married to Ime Ephraim Inyangayan. The union is blessed with 5 children. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ephraim Inyangayan. Barrister Ekong Samson, please rise. Born on the 21st of September 1966, he's from Ikodoinya village in Paden local government area of Akwa Ibom State, and is married with 3 children. He's a member of the Nigerian Bar Association, Nigerian journalist, and in the course of his education, he went through Holy Family College, Abak, the Polytechnic Calabar, the University of Cross River State, the Nigerian Law School, where he was called to the bar in 1991, a master's in law from Unilag in 1999, and he has recently completed his PhD program in law from the University of Calabar. He has served his people for 2 terms in the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, and he has also been chairman and head of council of Mpaden local government area, amongst several other achievements. A member of several professional socio-cultural bodies, and he also has authored several books. Until recently, he was Honorable Commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Economic Development, Labour and Manpower Planning. Right Honorable Barrister Ekong Samson. Charles Sebastian Udom KSJ, please rise. He started his career as a trainer and consultant at FITC, an institution owned by the Nigerian Bankers Committee. He has worked in First Bank, he has worked in Guarantee Trust Bank, where he was group brand manager and group head of corporate communications, and also held the same post at Diamond Bank. He's been chief IDS officer and chief operating officer at Adam and Agnes Limited, a brand and marketing communications company. And he has actually orchestrated over 150 million local and international advertising brands. He's a member of the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, a Paul Harris Fellow of the Rotary Club, and a Knight of St. John International of the Catholic Church. Until May 29, 2019, he was Honorable Commissioner in charge of the Information and State. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Charles Sebastian Udom KSJ. Orman Beto in the entire Ini local government area. She has received several awards. Is a Paul Harris Fellow of the Rotary Club International. Is a member of very many professional bodies. Has published over 45 journal and conference papers, over 30 of them. She has served as Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare. Has also been Supervisory Commissioner in the Ministry of Investment, Commerce and Industry. And until May 29, 2019, she was Commissioner and Dean of Commissioners and Special Advisors. Dr. Glory Edet. Thank you very much, please. Thank you very much. Dr. Inyobong Esen, please rise. Born on the 31st, Mrs. Ekemini. Dr. Dominic Ukbong, please rise. Dr. Dominic Inyang Ukbong is the former Group Medical Director, Reddington Multi-Specialty Hospital, Lagos, and former Group Medical Director of ExxonMobil, Nigeria, and the immediate past National Chairman of the Society for Occupational and Environmental Health Physicians of Nigeria. An old boy of the St. Patrick's College, Calabar, graduated from the University of Benin in 1976, and he has worked in the medical field for quite a lot of places and obtained trainings, including that in diving medicine from the University of Aberdeen. He has worked and has also been trained in advanced bonds management in different hospitals within and outside the shores of Nigeria. He's a pastor of the Redeemed Evangelical Mission and the trustee of the Ball of Mercy Foundation. Retired in 2010 from ExxonMobil as Group Medical Director and Country Manager, Medical and Occupational Health. Dr. Ukpong is married with 3 children as the immediate past Commissioner for Health, Akwa Ibom State. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dominic Iyang Ukpong. Thank you. Honorable Do Ekpenyong, please rise. Native of Ikoroku Song, Ukanafud, local government area of Akwa Ibom State. As he stands, he's married with 4 children and 7 grandchildren. An old boy of the Holy Family College, Okobak, and the College of Education, and also the University of Benin, where he obtained his Bachelor of Science degree. And he holds an MSc from the Enugu State University of Science and Technology. He has attended very many courses and seminars within and outside the country. He has been a teacher at the Holy Family College, Obak. He's been chairman of his local government area. He's been member of the National Executive Committee of the PDP. He has been honorary special advisor to the governor on political and legislative affairs. And until May 29, 2019, was the honorable commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Udom Emmanuel. Thank you very much. Prince Ukpong Udom Akpabio, please rise. Born on the 19th day of December 1976, he is an old boy of the Federal Government College in Kodekbene, and he also graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Political Science and Public Administration from the University of Uyo. He has worked in the office of the Deputy Governor. He was also studied law in the University of Uyo, and graduated in August 2015 with a second-class upper division. Proceeded to the Nigerian Law School and was called to the bar as barrister and solicitor on the 29th day of November 2016. He's a member of the African Bar Association and the Nigerian Bar Association. He's a certified dispute resolution specialist and a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Public Diplomacy and Management. He has served in very many capacities in the course of his public service, and until recently was Honorable Commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Investment, Commerce and Industry. He's a member of very many professional bodies and organizations. He's married with 4 children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Prince Ukpong Udom Akpabio. Right Honorable Chief Uno Etemuno, please rise. Certified Public Administrator, Political Sciences and Practitioner. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Political Science and Public Administration from the University of Uyo and a Master's in the same discipline from the same university. He is from Eyuro in Urefonruko, local government area of Akwa Ibom State. In the course of his public service, he has been supervisory councillor, he's been vice chairman, he's been chapter chairman of the PDP in his local government area. He has been member of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. This old boy of the St. Vincent's Secondary School, Otioro, in present-day Okoba local government area, also attended the Methodist School of Kuko at some point in his life. In recognition of his contributions, he is a holder of the prestigious title of Justice of the Peace. He has received several awards and honors from reputable organizations. A devout Christian, he is happily married with children. The Right Honorable Chief Uno Etum Uno. Please put your hands together for him. Honorable Otekong Raphael Bassi, please rise. From Ikodobong village in Siratai local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He schooled at the St. Andrews Primary School in Donebum, and Eastern State Secondary School, where he obtained his West African certificate. He also has a Bachelor of Degree in Education from the University of Calabar, and he has been a classroom teacher at some point in his life before he resigned to join politics. He's been supervisor of education in the Denek Kwetai local government area. He's been chairman of the Siratai local government area, and he has also been a member of several boards, commissions, and held several offices in the course of his public service. He's a patron of the Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria in the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, and is married with children. standing before us until May 29, 2019. He was the immediate past commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Housing. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Twekong Raphael Bassi. Professor Victor Daniel Bassi Inoka, please rise. Born in Oteltok in Abak Midam Clan of Uruwadam local government area of Akwa Ibom State, he obtained his GCE in 1983, obtained admission into the University of Nigeria, back the Bachelor of Degree in Philosophy in 1988. He also has a Master's degree in Social and Political Philosophy. He has worked in the University of Port Harcourt, where he backed his PhD in Philosophy and Methodology of Social Sciences in 2002. He's been acting head of Department of Philosophy in that school. He has supervised several PhD theses and master's dissertations and served as external examiner in very many universities. He's also a lawyer, having been called to the bar as solicitor in 2015. He's been transition committee chairman of his local government area, and until recently was the Honorable Commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Education at Akwa Ibom State. Professor Inoka is married with 2 children. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Victor Daniel Bassi Inoka. Thank you very much. Mrs. Ekemini, David Umar, please rise. An indigenous of Ataidian in the back local government area of Akwa Ibom State. She was born on the 23rd of March in 1968. She has a bachelor's degree in elementary education obtained from the University of Calabar and a PGD in education, and enrolled for a master's program in social education at the University of Calabar. She, at some point, was a proprietor of kiddies centers and nursery schools, and has also served in the course of her public service has been chapter woman leader of the PDP in a back local government area, the founder of a Keminia Basimata Udom organization, is a member of several other organizations. She founded the popular Keminia Bas International Nursery and Primary School, and also the Delight International Nursery and Primary School. She is a recipient of several awards from different organizations within and outside the state. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Ekemini David Umar. Last but not the least, Pastor Honorable Sunday Ekanem Ibot. Born on the 8th of April 1961 from Ibongi Kodakan in the Kodakone local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He obtained his first school living certificate of Methodist Central School of Mayam in Kodakone. He was a BA in accountancy and MBA from the University of Uyo. He is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria and the Chartered Institute of Taxation, and he's also a certified national accountant. He's been elected chairman of the Kodakone local government area of Akwa Ibom State, and also been chairman of the Akwa Ibom State Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission. Until recently, this gentleman, who has received several awards and is married with 4 children, was honorary special advisor to His Excellency the Governor on Political Affairs, Pastor Honorable Sunday Ekanem Ibot. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, standing right before us today to be sworn in as members of the Akwa Ibom State Executive Council are these gentlemen and ladies who have got very rich resumes, but which time has failed me to do justice to them, but which I'm very sure a good number of us have heard before, either in part or in full. There are 21 of them, and I will most respectfully invite His Excellency the Governor to kindly proceed, sir, with the administration of the oath of allegiance and the oath of office. Your Excellency, please.
Your Excellencies, stakeholders, I have here before me 19 illustrious sons and daughters declared by the House of Assembly as commissioners and 2 special advisors. Mr. Akanakon, Architect Ime Ekpo, Professor Nsewudo Esien, Barrister Awemedi Mo Ngoko, Samon Debon Oko, Mr. Linus Nkan, Right Honorable Olopumete, Akbarawa Ifremiya, Barrister Ekong Samson, Mr. Charles Udom, Honorable Oman Essen, Dr. Iniebong Essien, Dr. Dominic Okpong, Dr. Glory Edet, Honorable Do Egbenyong, Prince Okpong Akpabio, Right Honorable Chief Uno Etemuno, Otuekong Raphael Bassi, Professor Victor Bassi Inoka, Special Advisors Pastor Honorable Sunday Ekanem Ibot, Mrs. Ekemini Umo. Oath of allegiance. I do solemnly swear that I'll be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I'll preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. Please, can people clear from that control area, please? Oath of office. I do solemnly swear that I'll be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as in the Akwa Ibom State Government, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as. So help me God.
Thank you very much. Please, because of space on this table, you can use the tables where you came from to append your signature, please. Please. Have pens here for rent. Please, we'll maintain the order. Mr. Akan Kun, architect, Ime Eko, professor, Mr. Udom Sen, Womidi Mo Moko Esquire, Samonde Bongoko, Mr. Nsekan Nkan, Right Honorable Polo Committee, Mr. Ephraim Akparawa Yangayan, Barrister Kong Samson, Mr. Charles Udo, Honorable Urban Essen, Dr. Inyobong Essien, Dr. Dominic Upong, Dr. Gloria Edats, Honorable Do Ekpayong, Prince Upong Fabio Right, Honorable Chief Unoy Tumuno, Otekong Raphael Bassi, Professor Victor Inoka, Pastor Sunday Ibut, Mrs. Ekemini Umo. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all of the requisite documentation being done at this point. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the Governor is stepping out to personally congratulate each of these gentlemen and hand letters of appointment to them. Mr. Akan Okun. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Please, sir. Yes, sir, if you go the other way so that we can have... No, sir. Yes, thank you. Architect Ime Ekpo. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. That way, thank you. Professor Nse Udoisien, please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Wang is all the commissioner. We can make work. Boy, no more. Women more, Woko Esquire. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have more photographers and commissioners. Sir Monday Bonguko, please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Nsikan Linus Nkan. More people know him by his father's name than by his name. Thank you. Right Honorable Opulupum Ipong Ete. Mr. Ephraim Akparawa Iyangayen. What I was for a mother song Bogem Bong Dum. Barrister Ekong Samson. Mr. Charles Udo KSJI. Honorable Orman Essen. Dr. Glory Edits. Dr. Inyobong Essien, please. Dr. Dominic Ukpong. Honorable Do Ekpenyong. Prince Ukpong Akpabio. Right Honorable Chief Uno Etum Uno. Otwekong Raphael Bassi. Professor Victor Inoka. Pastor Sunday Ibut. Mrs. Ekevini David Umar. Can we please put our hands together for all of the commissioners and special advisors? Thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we let them return to their seats? His Excellency the Governor is about to address us. Please, can we please put our hands together for His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Udom Emmanuel. Please, can we get photographers, please, can you return to your positions, please? Can everybody please return to his seats? His Excellency is standing on the podium, please.
Photographers are not to snap me now. It's the new commissioners and permanent secretaries. When we sworn in the permanent secretaries, they said, where are the men? So women, why didn't you also ask them? When we sworn in the commissioners, where are the women? It's to balance it too. Your Excellency, the First Lady, Mrs. Udom Emmanuel, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Speaker, Your Excellency, DG of Divine Mandate, Chairman PDP, National Legal Advisor PDP, distinguished senators that are here. I recognize all members of the National Assembly, former ministers, the leader, AK Senatorial Districts Forum, former minister, Deputy Speaker, members of the House of Assembly, Your Excellency Ambassador Osama Sam. Let me recognize the Secretaries of State Government, our brothers in the corporate world that are here, led by the Executive Vice Chairman of ExxonMobil. I've seen a lot of senior advocates in the House. I've seen so many leaders, head of the civil service, the newly sworn in commissioners and their spouses, special advisors, service commanders that are here, chairmen of boards and commissions, various leaders, stakeholders, led by Obong Michael Afaide, our royal fathers that are here, especially the paramount rulers, same paramount ruler of Ibadan, and my own landlord, paramount ruler of Uyo. I think other royal fathers are in the house. Permanent secretaries that are here, captains of industry that are here, chairman of councils, Chairman Algon, or council chairman, other senior citizens, political class, members of the clergy, led by the Khan chairman, presidents of social cultural groups. I've seen president of Boom Paraguay. I've seen the president of Oro Development Union. I think those are the only two I've seen. All others who are hiding somewhere. Oliver, you raise your head. You are not yet one. I've seen a whole lot of senior stakeholders across. Those in Lagos, in Abuja, those outside the country. Permit me not to go naming them one by one. But honestly, I welcome all of you. I've seen every single person here. Let me start by first of all saying the wife of the former speaker, middle past speaker. Let me start by, first of all, saying big congratulations, especially to the permanent secretaries that are being sworn in, and then to all the commissioners. For permanent secretaries, I want to say here that you were selected purely on merit. No single person had ever lobbied me for a permanent secretary and get it. If you lobby, you spoil the chances of those people. But please, it's a call to duty. It's an appointment. Try as much as practical to, if you can even adhere to your oath of office today, we will never have a problem as a state. The problem is immediately we enter the office as permanent secretaries, we just forget this oath of office that we've taken today. How you will never allow your personal interests, how you will do this, you will do that, take decision in the best. But once we go in there, we completely forget that. I keep saying so, as a permanent secretary, you have a lot of people to mentor. Be a mentor to those people. You can create a whole lot of better working class of our civil service based on the quality of permanent secretaries that we have. Your first call of duty, your first loyalty is to the state. I keep saying so. The difference between Africans and others, so many people in the other side of the globe, their first loyalty is to their own country or to their own state. But in our own case, I don't know where our loyalty lies. Please let your loyalty first, after God Almighty, to be for the love of Akwa Ibom State, and discharge your duty exceptionally in the way in which you've taken that oath of office. I want to thank all those who made it down here and congratulate members of the ESCO that these are tested and proven to be men and women of character, integrity, transparent disposition, honest, passionate, and to a larger extent, serve the Akwa Ibom enterprise. Let me also say here, please don't spoil the chances of other people. As a commissioner, there's one word that you must watch: honorable. You must be honorable in all ramifications. And there's something we'll start doing. If you are a commissioner and you misbehave and we take you out of ESCO, there are so many other local government areas. We will not appoint commissioner again from that your local government, so that your people can also drag you to make sure you live by that word honorable. A lot of people take decisions without caring what happens to the state. I think our first service should be to the state. Don't do something just for your self-aggrandizement as a commissioner. Please note that. If we give your local government a chance, you are representing a whole local government. After all, 11 people went to play football yesterday for both Nigeria and South Africa. If they take decision in that pitch, a goalkeeper alone can take decision that can affect 191 million people. So don't take decision that will affect your local government. Be guided, please. Let me also say here, in terms of permanent secretaries, we are still appointing a whole lot. We try to let this thing balance, but trust me, I mentioned this the last time. There are so many local government areas, I cannot even get a deputy director to interview to become a permanent secretary. So it's not your duty to castigate the governor or criticize what we are doing. I don't have anybody from your local government who is even a deputy director for me to interview whether the person is fit to be a permanent secretary. So sending me all kinds of texts that have not balanced this, and we have a whole lot of people to train. I just shortlisted some people who've had a new airline business now. We had to go outside this country to go and look for Akwa Ibom indigents who studied aeronautic engineering to come and do on-the-job training with the experts we have from Bombardier right now, so that they can take over as engineers of Udom Airlines. So we need a whole lot in terms of manpower development and training. I've said so. Let professionals also come into the ministry. Today, you'll be hard-pressed to see engineers even in the ministry. I mean, government must function. People must also balance. So it is left for the stakeholders. As we play politics, let's also look at our manpower development. I said so the other time, that once we leave, I think 2 or 3 commissioners of police I have now, I don't know where I'll get the new set of commissioners of police that are from Akwa Ibom State. I don't know how many of us now know that even in Air Force, I think we have just, since Akwasa, got retired. I think we have just one or two in the Air Force now who is a one-star general. We don't have a single two-star general in the Air Force. So we have a whole lot to do in terms of manpower planning of player politics in our own state. Let's look at this thoroughly and let's create something. Even in terms of character balancing at the state level, Character Service Commission, the federal character, I'm not sure we've even filled our own vacancies at all at the federal level. These are some of the things we need to look at as a people. We must rise and also fight for ourselves and make sure we get few things done. So it is not just for people to sit down and be writing whatsoever they want in the internet. Especially you've seen a governor that you can abuse anytime. A flood will just happen by your own carelessness. You know we are coming to construct a road. So if you're building a new house, you're supposed to elevate that house. Your house is below the road level. Water enters your house. The only human being you can see to abuse is a governor. And the Bible is very simple. Honor your father and your mother so that your days might be prolonged. And he's not me that wrote it. So once you don't do that, well, you're on your own. So if you like, you can abuse the governor as you like. Every day you abuse me, you're reducing your numbers of years on earth. Because if you check, Washington, D.C. is flooded. I don't see anybody, you don't even know the name of the governor of Washington, D.C. And we are doing everything humanly possible. When we took over Antika Avenue, the water was almost at the taxi level. We were able to take that out. All these things cost money. We've applied to World Bank to come to our aid. But whatsoever they are helping us cannot do anything. We cannot solve every natural problem as a state. But it's only in our state. You see people, I mean a young man who had not even started life. Because you have a phone, you just pick up a phone and start abusing a governor. It's just unfortunate. Do you think other 35 states do not have governors? Or they do not have people who have phones like you? Somebody probably who had a pass mark in the university in architecture wants to be a pilot in the Udom Airlines. How can you do that overnight, sir? And you don't want us to run a business. We must run a state, we must run a business, irrespective of what you read in the school. So please, let's try and also reorientate our minds. It's only one word that can take us from where we are today. That's discipline. Once we get that right, I think a lot of things will follow. But I pledge that as a people, we'll do everything humanly possible to make this state one of the greatest in this country. And we'll relent at nothing to get that done. For all of you today who are sworn in, please be rest assured. The only answer to an insult is performance, is result. So don't mind the way people are just... I told the same thing to one of our local contractors when I went to inspect his own job. I said a lot of people are criticizing that you are a local contractor, you won't be able to do road. The results of this road and how enduring this will be will give an answer to that insult. We have several roads done by our engineers from Akwa Ibom. So many of them are inside this road. High quality. I don't know, why must you always destroy our own? Why must I always go to Germany to bring a contractor when I have contractors from Akwa Ibom? How will I build my own people to reach that same level? So it is just, I have an Akwa Ibom person who says if I buy a certain number of buses from him, they will give me a certain license. So why must I leave him and go to people from Lagos to go and bring a particular brand of vehicle so that I keep enriching those people, impoverishing my own people, so that I will not, come on. We need to just look inwards. And I agree, this thing is like football match. Everybody watching is a coach. Everybody watching, oh, you should have passed this way, passed that way. But once you are there, it's not like that. So, as a leader, know that you are a fighter. Please, you must fight for the cause of your people. Please, as a leader. Time has come in this country that if we don't rise up to our own selves, nobody will do it for us. It is what we make our states to be, that's what we'll be. And you'll be surprised. Even our own people are writing all kinds of petitions, even against projects that are supposed to be cited in Akwa Ibom State. Our people are even against it. So as a leader, you must be a fighter. And You must also know how to work effectively. In this era, it's not working hard that is the answer, but working smart. So you must learn to work smart, not just working hard. I love those who work smart. I keep saying so. I think in Nigeria today, we are just one of the very few of the newly sworn in governors that are putting ESCO in place. Why? Because we don't have time. We need to run. Everything we need to put on ground must happen within the next 2.5 years. And let me tell people, the dictionary is the only place where success comes before work. It's only in dictionary you see success before you see work. Every other place is work before success. It's only in dictionary when you're looking for success. You see success before you see work. So please, the only way we can succeed is for us to work. And we must strive for excellence. And let's also be rest assured that our own duty will determine our own destiny as a state. And we must do everything possible. I know a lot of people, it's easy to criticize. But once you are a leader, you'll be misled. You'll be misconstrued. You'll be misunderstood. But you must be focused once you're a good leader. And also know one thing. So many people have gifts, but are too lazy to unwrap them. Every single person, God gave us a gift. But in our mind, in everything we do, it is only human beings that are lazy to unwrap the gift that God has given. We can never do that. Once you see a commissioner, please come in to tell you, ministry, know that that commissioner does not know how to unwrap his gift. So, there is no how. You see, you must create. In life, there are basically two broad categories of people. Those that manage change and those that create change. And they are the third group. Those are people who manage change those others have created. So please, when somebody comes to tell you, oh, my ministry, that ministry, he's supposed to create something. You must create an activity. Once he doesn't know what to do, that's why there's a whole lot. I just pointed out something now, that when we are doing stakeholders meeting, have we ever considered that in Akwa Ibom in the next 5 years, how many generals will we have? If these other ones go, what will be our next position as a people? But don't forget something. All of us will need those people at one point in time. If you don't need the person here, you need the person here, you need the person here. Right now, they're about picking a surveyor general. I think, a deputy surveyor general I think it's 1 per zone. Why can't the one of the South zone come from Akwa Ibom State? So when you see a commissioner coming to tell you, ministry, know that he doesn't know what to do. So tell him to go and think of what to do. Don't just listen to him. There's nothing like that. Every ministry, don't follow them. So it's not what they are telling you. We have to be creative. Extra efforts separate two categories of people. Extra effort will separate somebody who is good and somebody who is great. So we are all good, but you can be great if you put in that extra effort. Finally, let me again congratulate you all and end this brief remark by rephrasing the powerful line once used by late American President Reagan to energize the Republicans. He said, let's win one for the keeper. I challenge you to go out there, roll your sleeves. Let's win for the good people of Akwa Ibom State. Every single person you see inside this hall and outside there, expect nothing less from all the support they've given us, the prayers, the love, the fidelity they've shown to us as a people. They expect performance. They expect that we must impact the lives of our people. So once again, I use this platform to thank all of us for the support they've given unto us. There have been a whole lot of permutations. How did the governor return all the commissioners? You won't get it. You're only doing permutation. You won't know why I had to return all of them. It's only in my head. It's not in your head. So don't do that permutation again. let's just try and help and get to where we want to go to as a people and as a state. I keep saying so. No other person. Elder Sebo, always seeing the soccer with them about a certain point. There's nobody from outside that will come and build our state except our people. This is not the time to bring our people down. We all need your support. Support these newly appointed commissioners and permanent secretaries to also make sure that we deliver. Today we are swearing in different set of people. Tomorrow it might be your turn or the turn of your brother or the turn of your son. So please ensure a money opportunity, support that person, because you also need the support of another person. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, respectfully would kindly request that we take the group photographs before the anthem so that we can still have this hall intact. Permanent secretaries, the newly sworn in permanent secretaries, please come out quickly. Photographers, they are coming through that place you are standing, so let them come out first, please. You come up here, please come up quickly, please. And at this point, the privilege is usually extended to the spouses, so they can come forward, please. Please kindly come forward so you can join His Excellency for group photographs right in front here, please. Their spouses would join now, please. Thank you very much. The commissioners and special advisors, kindly come up, please. Commissioners and special advisors only, please. Commissioners and special advisors, please. Okay, please. I think we're ready. Give me wireless. Thank you very much. We want to congratulate all of the members of the State Executive Council having come to the end